Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Over here I post anonymous stories online, so if you like listening to anonymous stories, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for more. I met this girl called Ajua at La Paz last 2 years. We became friends and after 1 year we started dating. I had the chance to travel to South Africa for 6 months, so Ajua came to stay at my apartment. I finished what I went to do there in 4 months, so I decided to surprise her by not telling her I was returning to Ghana. I went to my apartment and to my surprise, she was in bed with a different man on my bed. I just excused them and went and sat in a sitting room. So the guy came and took his sandals and left. In the evening, I went to the room to tell her we should go out and buy some food. She refused, but I took her out. When we came back, I took some blankets and pillows, new ones, to the sitting room and slept there. The next day, I gave her money to cook, but I came back home with my own food. I didn't eat her food. The next day, when I came back, she was not in the house. So later in the evening, her mom called to ask why she was crying. So I explained what happened. And she said I should have even poisoned her. My problem now is we are no more dating, but deep inside, I love her. What should I do? She also wants me to forgive her and give her the chance to explain. Should I? I visited my girlfriend unannounced and she has been very bitter and angry about my coming with the excuse that what if she isn't around and probably she will have prepared adequately. This is someone I have been dating for just 6 months and I provide her needs and support her growth. Before coming there this morning, I had already sent her 1,000 cedis yesterday. She's so angry that I have decided to leave. I rented the place and gave it to her. She is not ready for communication and attacking me for coming without prompting her. I don't mind the mess she may have in her place, and sometimes I even help her to wash when I am unavailable. I am not even there for sex. I was just passing through to Tamale for work and just decided to visit. I really can't help it. The memories keep coming back. I am 26, married to a 39 young, doing well in life man. Just last year, February, we have one child. Everything was okay and fun until recently. I bumped into my SHS lover after SHS in 2017. We lost contact completely. So last 2 weeks Sunday, after church, I decided to drive to Achimota Mall to get some chicken. I went with my 2-year-old girl. I recognized him immediately and my heart sank. He was on the phone while staring at those items in front of him. My actions upon seeing him made him look at me, but it didn't take him seconds to take his eyes off me. A lot has really changed, or maybe it wasn't him, I thought, cause it kind of happened a couple of times before. After everything, just when I was about leaving, I heard someone calling my name. I turned and it was him. He walked to me and he was like, wow. Looked at my baby and asked, is that her? I said yes. He explained himself, showed me chats of him and my friends, about 10 of them all denying they don't know my whereabouts or telephone number. All of them were like, she's married with a kid, so he should stay away, that they don't want to be the cause of anything. He opened the messages on IG and TikTok. In my mind, I was like, fuck the explanation. I'm glad you are here. I was in a hurry. I told him I was leaving. He was bringing his phone and I said no. He looked at me in disappointment and said okay, and nodded his head and faced the ground. I felt like crying. I promised him I will give it to him the next time we meet. He escorted me to my car and I drove up. I thought about him all night and I couldn't wait till the next morning. I opened IG, searched through my unread messages, found him and texted him a hotel address to meet him. He was heartbroken and decided to move on when he saw that I was married. Dated many girls just to get over me, which never worked. He came to the mall to get some cooking utensils to start letting a woman cook for him and see if that would work. And there I came into the picture again. He held my hand and told me how he has always loved me, but it seems now all hope is lost. He bowed his head and I told him to look at me. This guy was filled with tears. He looked into my eyes and blamed his parents. I asked him to book a room because people were coming and I was feeling uncomfortable in the room. He came to me while I was seated on the bed and started touching me. I couldn't resist. We passionately kissed for about 5 minutes non-stop. I was about getting unclad for him because God, I so much miss him. I did always wanted him back. Always. He stopped me and said he can't sleep with another man's wife. I felt embarrassed, but as he is, he cheered me up. He then looked at me and said, I love you and I want you to be my wife. He added my name. We headed to bed together, and you know it. He said I'm not making a mistake because we never broke up. He said he has only 3 months to go back, and 3 months is enough time to make my papers ready to go with me. My husband is a nice man, but I never loved him. My parents like him because he showered them with gifts and money. You all are not going to blame me, right? I still love him and I don't know how to get over him. I love my husband so much, but I've never been this angry in my life, and he wasn't expecting this reaction from me because I always want peace and I apologize even when he's wrong. I called him and a lady picked. I didn't even notice the lady's voice because I was in a hurry to let him know the situation of things. I had a miscarriage and went to the hospital. I was given bed rest for a week at the hospital before the miscarriage finally happened. The doctor said they need to evacuate the dead body, and I called and was crying over the phone only for a lady to tell me he's bathing, that he will call back when he's through. My husband didn't call back. He came home and pretended nothing happened. After 2 days, I couldn't endure. I confronted him only for him to ask me if I don't know that he has a girlfriend. He left me at the hospital to go be with a woman. Out of annoyance, I slapped him and he asked me to leave his house. I think he's expecting me to apologize as usual. I left and I've been away for 3 weeks. This man has never called to check up on me or the kids. My people are telling me to go back to my husband before another woman will move in. I am hurting. It depends on you. If you feel like you can go and endure all the I'm having a girlfriend, and right now if you go, the treatment you are getting is going to be twice as much. It seems you've shown him that you can take and tolerate anything, so he's dishing it out as it comes, and he's sitting there expecting you to come and apologize even though you are not wrong. And if you don't stand your ground, no one is going to stand it for you. So you either go and sit there and beg, or you take a stand and move on with your life and just let him be responsible for the kids and then move on with your life other than going and begging all the time. Are you a beggar? I saw this app on TikTok and decided to share my story. Please hear me out. I dated my husband for a year before marriage. We are 2 years in marriage now. In our dating process, we had sex once and I got pregnant, but my husband didn't want me to keep it, so we aborted. Since then, we never had sex again till marriage because my husband said he didn't want me getting pregnant again. Fast forward, we married, and for some time, he resisted having sex with me, claiming he wanted to have kids in 2 years' time so he couldn't have sex. I opted for us to use condoms. And even with that, we just have sex once in a while, and it's always when I want to have sex. So 2 weeks ago, a friend claimed she saw my husband with a child at the supermarket. That day, my husband was behaving weird towards me. Prior to that, a male friend had already told me about seeing my husband moving into a house with a lady, but I brushed it off, thinking he wants me to have issues with my husband because I rejected his proposal some time ago. My husband left home for a week now, and it got me thinking, and since I'm close to his mom, I decided to ask her a few questions, and to my surprise, his mom said he had 2 kids before marrying me. They wanted a way to tell me but couldn't because their son was in love with me and didn't want me leaving. According to her, the woman is quite older than my husband, and she contributed to making my husband who he is today. I called my husband to confirm that, and he said it was true. After many attempts, according to him, the woman is aware he's married to me and has no problem with that. She's the reason my husband refuses to have sex with me because she decided whether he should agree or not. So every time I ask for sex, he will ask her first. If she agrees, then we have sex. My husband claims he loves me and is working out ways to claim custody of the children because she's a drunk, so he still has to be in touch with her. He's only trying to win the woman's favor so he can claim the kids, so he has to agree to everything the woman says he should. I don't know how to tell my parents now because they warned me about him, but I refused to listen. They said apart from domestic violence, they won't agree for a divorce. Now I don't know what to do. Please, what should I do? I'm really confused. This one was like a surprise attack. You literally didn't even know your husband was married, and now he has to go and ask, oh, the divorce, is it your parents that are going for the divorce for you, or you are in the marriage and you have decided that you can no longer and you want the divorce? Are your parents in a marriage with you? I don't understand. If they won't agree like us, and they will sign the divorce papers. I don't get that one. I don't know if I am a bad person. Hey, my roommate had this man who was crazy in love with her, but she loves this boy and does not give this man full attention. Mind you, this man is not a Ghanaian but very old. So if the man comes to Ghana, my friend and I will go to his apartment. He will take us out, buy us food and dresses. Fast forward, my friend B has been fighting a man because she wants to break up with him. I'll be advising my friend not to, but she should play her cards well instead. But this girl is in love with this boy and wants to end things with the man. The man had my number, calling me through WhatsApp call, begging me to talk to my friend, which I did. This man came to Ghana wanting to see my friend and she never showed up. So he called me and I went over to his place to cook for him and took care of him. Nothing happened when he was in Ghana. He left and kept on thanking me for taking care of him whilst he came. He started calling me and checking up on my well-being. We talked more and he was so interested in my well-being, sending me monthly upkeeps and taking care of me. I never said anything to my friend because I didn't want to complicate things. So I made him feel good to the extent he stopped messaging my friend. He then said he wants to rent a furnished apartment for me. So if he comes there, will be no need to book an Airbnb, which I agreed and he did. So I moved out of my old place to a two-bedroom furnished apartment and left my roommate. She started asking questions like, who is this catch I found? I said my old guy B, which she said she wants to tap into my blessing and stuff. Honestly, I felt bad. One thing I noticed that pushed my friend away from the man is he will call you on video call like every 30 minutes just to monitor you, and he will call you on WhatsApp call. You don't have to hang up. He wants to hear whatever you are doing. Me, I thank God for bringing him into my life because he did lots for me even when we never had sex. So I was enjoying it even though it's annoying. But what I would do? It's the price I'm paying. I did the job so well, better than my friend. I had money and sometimes when my friend is broke, I give her money. We go on a date which I pay for them, but a year later, this man said he's coming down and will move to my apartment. He's staying for 2 weeks. He was in my apartment and my friend came to see him there and she got angry and left. She blocked me from Snapchat, WhatsApp, every social media, calling me all sorts of names. You clearly told me you are done with the man and don't want to do anything with him. When she was with him, the man didn't do much for her, so I don't know why. The man loves me and wants something serious with me, wanting to make me relocate. I don't know if I should accept the man's proposal and move with him or shut him out because of my friend. Things are really hard home and I've been able to take care of my family with the man's help. He only needed attention and care, and that's why he drew closer to me. So I am currently doing my NSS, and like you guys already know, we ladies normally have our bosses hit on us and stuff like that. Being around military guys, you can imagine. There was this one time I was late to work, so I wasn't really in the mood to talk. Normally, I buy porridge before I head to office. On my way to get my porridge, this guy approached me. I figured he was an NSS personnel as well because of his dressing. Not gonna lie, I was very rude to him because I was late and I wasn't in the mood. I told him I'm late, so he should be quick with what he has to say. He said he finds me attractive and was hoping he could get my number, so we hung out. I didn't let him finish talking and I walked away. As I was going, in my head I was like, you want us to hang out with your NSS allowance or what? I wasn't in the mood at all. Ever since, I haven't seen him around until Monday. Now this is where most of you will start calling me names. I normally go home with a couple of friends, but there is this guy amongst my friends I have a crush on, so I'm mostly with him. On Monday, he said we are in luck because a friend of his brought his car. We normally close at 1:30, but other units close at 3 p.m. His friend happened to close at 3 p.m, so we had to wait for him. Finally, he came to pick us with one nice Honda car. I got into the car and this is the same guy who approached me. Immediately, I was uncomfortable. He saw me but pretended he hasn't seen me. My friend got into the front seat and they started talking. I was quiet the whole time. He didn't ask about me. My friend didn't introduce me to him. Nothing. Things got real awkward when my friend got down at Achimota overhead and I had to go and sit in front. I got into the front seat and he said he was going to alight me at Kwashima, and so I continued from there. That was it. He didn't say a word to me. So we got to Kwashima. I said thanks and he was like, sure. Since Monday, I've been seeing this guy twice at the barracks. On Tuesday, I saw him entering the barracks. Our eyes met and he didn't say a word to me. Today too, I saw him and he just passed by like I wasn't there. I did something this evening and I think I messed up. I told my crush I'm attracted to his friend, so he should ask him if I can have his number. Now I am here scared about what this guy might tell my crush. I don't want my crush to know I've had an encounter with him before. That's why I had to say that. But in truth, I want him to understand. The day he approached me wasn't the right time.